Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja A for those of y'all that have never been on my channel. As you see tarot cards on your screen, it's time for a reading, but this is not a new moon reading. This is actually a little bonus video. This is your autumn equinox forecast. I'm a little late, but luckily for me and y'all, the fall season spans a few months. So this video is going to cover September, October, November, and December, beginning of fall to the end of fall. And this video is for my fellow Cancer babies, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, please go on and check out your moon and or rising sign. Please refrain from leaving weird comments on my videos. I don't know why people do that. Actually, I haven't gotten any weird or rude comments from any Cancers, so that message is not even for us. All right, y'all. So this video is for Cancer. Like I said, if it's not resonating with you, check out your moon and rising sign. I'll have a link in the description box. And this is your autumn equinox tarot forecast. Before I get started, here are my video plugs. Depending on when you're watching this, because this is a timeless video as far as the fall season goes. What's up with the lighting? That's so funny. Anyways, depending on when you watch this, check out the corresponding new moon video and tarot forecast and full moon video. So for example, if you're watching in November, you're going to want to watch the Scorpio new moon video and Scorpio forecast, and then you're going to want to watch the Gemini video, depending on if you're watching like at the beginning of November or at the end of November. All right, you guys, what is up? Why does the lighting keep changing? Chill out. Chill out. Am I tripping, or is the lighting changing? I'm not tripping. Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping. Sorry, y'all. You know what? That's so weird. What is happening? I don't know why that's doing that. I'm sorry, guys. That's strange. Anyways, okay. What was I saying? Watch your videos. Also, I would definitely suggest watching the Venus retrograde video. That planet is affecting us. What the fuck? That planet is affecting us quite a bit. Because it is the planet that is in retrograde the least amount of time. Sorry, y'all, the lighting threw me completely off. My fault. Watch a Venus retrograde video. Watch your whatever moon video is happening when you're watching this. And I think those are all my plugs. So let's finish shuffling your cards and see what's popping for us during this fall season, Cancer. This is going to be a quick 3-card spread. We'll be looking at the energy for us during this fall season. Also going to be looking at what's changing or what needs to change or what type of transformative energy we need to be tapping into. And then also going to be looking at a little soul or spirit or universe, whatever you want to call it, message. There's something extra for you to take away with you from this reading, okay? All right, let's finish shuffling these cards. What is in store for us? What's popping for Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising for the fall season? All right, let's cut the deck. All right, let's see what's popping, y'all. Don't do this. I do not want to open my door and cuss anybody out. Please do not come standing by my door being all fucking loud. Sorry, y'all. All right, what is the energy? Okay. What is the transformation? All right. And soul message. Bruh. I'm already not fucking with this spread, but I'm gonna read it for y'all anyway. The fall season. This is not what I was trying to see, but we gonna hopefully. All right, y'all. We have the 5 of air coming up in the position of the energy for us. This card, I think for us Cancer, this card comes with a lot of different messages, but specifically for us, I think this card talks about tapping into our true selves and doing what it is that we truly want to do. We are a sign that resonates very much with the energy of adhering to other people's needs and other people's desires. And so with that being said, we can sometimes fall into this space or this position of people pleasing, and we don't do it on purpose, and a lot of times we don't even know that we're doing it. But a lot of Cancers sometimes find yourselves in situations to where, like, you're doing something that doesn't make you happy, but you do it because you know it makes somebody else happy, or you do it because you think that's what people expect of you. This 5 of Air card coming up in the position of the energy Cancer is telling me that during this fall season, a lot of us are finna be like, no, fuck that shit. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to live that life anymore. I don't want to live the life you want me to live. I want to live the life that I meant to live and that I want to live. This card talks about removing your mask. And if you look at this card, she takes off the mask, but she's still blindfolded. So she has a little bit of, so it's like she's wearing this mask to the world, not necessarily because she wants to, but because she believes that she has to. She believes that this is the face that she has to put on to go out there for people to accept her, for people to just be okay with her existence, and understands that she's wearing this mask, and it's almost like she knows and she doesn't want to be wearing it. So she takes it off. But when she takes the mask off, she's still blindfolded because it's almost like she's afraid to see what's out there without the mask. This card, the 5 of Air, coming up in the position of the energy Cancer. 1 is a 5 card. 5s are cards of change and transformation. Do y'all have on the air conditioning? It is cold. It's November. Y'all, man. The best way that I could put this is that I grew up in Colorado around a lot of people that don't have melanin. And I've always had this issue of feeling the fucking air conditioning all throughout the winter. Like, I don't understand. It's cold. Anyways, so you've got the 5 of Air coming up in this energy position. 5 is the number of transformation. 5 is the number of change. This is your spread about change during this season of change, okay? So the energy coming up for us Cancer is really, we're going to be breaking away from doing what people want us to do and doing what we think people need us to do, and moving more so into a more selfish space. And that's not necessarily always a bad thing, especially for Cancers. Cancers are probably the most selfless of the zodiac, and it is time for you to get your own life popping. It's time for you to love and nurture yourself, Cancer. We put a lot of energy into other people, and I'm not even going to say oftentimes, we put a lot of energy into people, and it is rarely ever reciprocated the way that we put it out. So during this time, you don't have to worry about what people think about you. You don't have to worry about what people think about what you're doing. This time you need to worry about the mask that you're wearing and how to take it off, and also remove the blindfold as well. Take the leap of faith into what it is that you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to do and that you feel like you're supposed to be doing, I can almost guarantee you that it's not going to steer you wrong, especially if you feel called or pulled to it. It's just getting to that point of being comfortable enough to say, no, that's not the life that I want to live, so I'm going to go on and create the life that I do want to live, okay? That's the energy for us. So for a lot of us during this season, we might be dealing with, working jobs that we don't necessarily want to work, or we might be dealing with, being around people that we don't necessarily care about, or, just doing shit that just doesn't resonate with us. But this season is going to bring in whatever energy is needed to start moving towards what it is that we do want, so that we can stop wearing this mask and so that we can get rid of the blindfold, okay? At first I was like, fuck this reading. I don't like them 5 cards. But you know what? It's shaping up. It's sounding kind of nice so far. I'm with it. I'm kind of with the shits right now. All right, the next card that you guys have coming up in the spread is the 10 of Water. And this is in the position of what is transforming for you, or what needs to transform, or what's changing. And the 10 of Water is a card. It's a very positive card. This card talks about understanding and knowledge and living your life as it comes to you. And this card also is a card that talks about eliminating things that do not resonate with you, and saying, literally in the guidebook, I think it says saying no to destructive influences or something like that. This card talks about cutting out what doesn't need to be around you, or cutting out the negative influences to the things that it is that you want to do. And this card also talks about following your intuition. So For a lot of us during this fall season, we're going to be getting messages. We're going to be seeing things. Synchronicity is going to be off the chain. We're going to be feeling our intuition popping. And again, you know, it's the fall. And this is happening because there are things that need to change in our lives. You have the 5 of air, right? And then you have the 10 of water. So the 10 of water says, hey, take life as it comes. Live life as you see fit. Get rid of the things that are not resonating with you. Get rid of the mask. This is the energy. This is what's changing. So start living life in a way that makes you happy. Start doing what makes you happy. If somebody's like, do this, do this, do this, and you're like, I don't really want to do that, don't fucking do it. Live the life that you're meant to live, and in doing so, that's what's going to help you pull off this mask. You have to know who you are behind the mask before you can take it off, because that's why people walk around with masks. They're like, I don't really, I don't want to show this to the world, so I'm gonna wear this mask. No, let's flip that. Do what you love, do what you like, do what you feel called to do, be who you feel called to be. And when you are comfortable with yourself and comfortable with your own experiences and comfortable with the way that you move, you will be able to take off this mask, and the blindfold is not even going to be existent, okay? Cancer. I think the main message here for us during this fall lunar cycle really is, like, the best way that I could put it is to come out of your Cancer traits. You have to stop nurturing other people and nurture yourself. You know, it's great to love people. It's great to look out for people. It's great to do all that. But I said this earlier in the video, we put out a lot of energy that is rarely or never ever reciprocated. So during this season of change, instead of trying to put out energy to ensure that other people's transformations and shit are going well, forget all that. Take your energy from turning it outwards and turn it inwards and work on what you need to work on. Nurture yourself, nurture your ideas, nurture the life that you want to live. Okay, Cancer? Now, this card is really why I was like, I'm not really fucking with the shits, because I do not like the 5 cards. I don't want to say like, but I'm not a fan of 5 energy. Honestly, because it's not a very graceful energy, and it's typically very destructive. Depending on where you are in your life. For me, whenever 5 energy pops up, it's rarely ever graceful, at least for these past couple of years. When I see 5 cards, I'm like, fuck, bro, like, really? Can I get a 6 or a 4? Like, we had to come out with 5. But, you know, that's cards. That's what the universe, God, spirit wants to tell us. So let's see what's popping with the soul message. We've got the 5 of Earth. That's the 5 of Earth. We got the 5 of Earth coming up in the position of our soul message, this little extra message, spirit message, whatever you want to call it. And the 5 of Earth is another card with 5 energy. Y'all know. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. And this card, this card talks about being honest with yourself and being accountable. So Cancer, we tend to victimize ourselves sometimes when shit gets kind of rough, especially when we go into our shells. We're like, oh my gosh, life just happened to me and I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, shit is just all upside down and oh shit, woe is me, right? The 5 of Earth card comes up and it says, hey, Cancer, yes, typically stress and anxiety normally comes from external influences, but you've also got to acknowledge the part that you've played in this. What things have you done? What notions, what perspective have you had in your life in these past months that have put you into that position? Be responsible for the shit that didn't work out for you, for the shit that you had a hand in doing. For an example, I have been in this position to where I've been like, you know, I just don't like these jobs. I don't know what, things are not moving for me. Things are like, everything's shitty. You know what I'm saying? And for a while, it really was like all that shit did happen because of things happening outside of me. But instead of, you know, standing my ground and trying to work through it, I kind of allowed myself to be consumed by it. And I got to the point to where I had to say, yo, bro, like, own up, take responsibility. I was like, I've lost a little bit of my confidence. I've lost a little bit of my drive. I've lost a little bit of my practicality. I wasn't saying that to myself before. As soon as I acknowledged that and accepted that I had a hand in the situations and the life that I'm living around me currently is when I started to see things begin to shift. And they're not big shifts, but when you start to acknowledge your faults is the best way for you to, you know, improve yourself. So when I acknowledge these faults, when I acknowledge these shortcomings, when I acknowledge the things that I was doing myself that were in turn creating shit that I did not want in my physical, is when I started to see, oh, okay, I was doing that wrong. Now I could do it right. You know what I'm saying? So Cancer, during this fall season, it's going to be a lot of coming into your own, right? But you can't come into your own on a positive level until you acknowledge the negative shit that you've been doing and why you have whatever negative things going on around you, okay? The Five of Earth is not necessarily, like, it is a 5 card. It's not a graceful energy. So this is saying, like, you're going to have to give yourself some tough love. Like I did. I literally had to tell myself, like, girl, you used to be hella popping. You used to be hella confident. And you used to, like, I talk a lot of shit. And I used to back up all the shit that I talk. And that's in regards to, like, people, to things that I do, you know what I'm saying? I had to tell myself, girl, why are you so down on yourself, girl? Why aren't you popping like you used to? Why are you thinking that you know what I'm saying? So Cancer, you've got to reevaluate the way, one, that you're thinking about yourself. And 2, you've also got to reevaluate your actions and your foundations. This is an Earth card. So this talks about these thoughts or these notions being bad habits, if that makes sense. So you've got to break some bad habits in regards to how you're treating yourself, and also in regards to the ways that you're making moves, because it's not serving you. You've got to operate in air and water right now. You don't have time to be in this stubborn ass 5 Earth energy, okay? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Take off this mask, and you can't remove the mask until you start doing what you love, okay, Cancer? So this fall season for us is all about getting back to a place that truly, truly, truly resonates with us. What's that? You've got the 8 of Air coming up on the bottom of the spread, and that's a card of ego. But that's not the message that I get for this. This card, so the 8 of Air is the card that talks about, it's a card that's closely associated with the self. But the message for this card, another message that, sorry y'all, this card is associated with not being too hard on yourself. This card talks about making mistakes and understanding that mistakes are meant to be made in order to learn. So Cancer, especially coming up with that 5 of Earth, a lot of shit has happened. I know, especially if your life is anything like mine, trust me, I know a lot of shit has happened. And with the 5 of Earth, we're now getting to the point where we're like, damn, I played a part in making all that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? This card says, listen, y'all. We make mistakes. Shit happens. You don't have to dwell on it. You don't have to beat yourself up for it, okay? You just have to change. You have to shift the way that you think. You have to shift the way that you're moving. You have to shift the things that you do. Instead of wallowing in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and, I shouldn't have done that, and beating yourself up, you need to resonate more so in that water and that air and make those changes, okay? Fall season is all about us. It's time for us to be selfish, Cancer. We can start loving on everybody else when our moon comes around, I guess. You know? And the Cancer full moon comes at, I want to say, the beginning of the winter. So that's so weird. I don't pronounce my T's in winter. And so it's weird when I say it like that. It's strange. I just felt really strange. But yeah, so Cancer, be selfish. It's okay. Care about yourself, because nobody is going to care about you the way that you care about others. So why don't you go on and lend that energy to yourself, okay? And then also stop beating yourself up for the shit that has happened over these past few years. Like, shit happens to teach us the ways to be and the things to do. So just understand that everything happens for a reason. Everything is divine timing, and all the shitty shit happens to teach us lessons. So just keep that in mind, okay, Cancer? All right, y'all, that is it. That's your spread. I hope that it resonates. And look at that. Choice. I was getting ready to put the deck down, and that's the choice card. So, Cancer, it's up to you. You could live the life that you want to live. You just got to make it happen. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. I check my channel pretty frequently. I'll respond to you unless it's weird or negative, like I said. If you like the video, please go on and give me a little thumbs up button down below. If you know any Cancers or people with Cancer placements in their charts, or anybody, you know, trying to cross watch for their little Cancer boyfriends or girlfriends, go on and send them this link. And then also, if you know anybody that's into astrology and tarot, please share my page with them, my channel with them, and have them subscribe. I am actually coming up on my 1-year mark, and I would truly, honestly appreciate it if y'all could help me get to 1K by the time I hit that. And, you know, if I don't, it's cool, but I feel like it's doable, and I would love to do it. So please share my channel. Please tell people to subscribe. Y'all are probably my biggest supporters. So I know, like, y'all Cancers rock with me. I love y'all. But please share my channel. I appreciate it. You guys do it all the time. That's how I get a lot of growth. I just need a little bit more. And I think that's it. So like, comment, share, subscribe, watch all the videos that I talked about in the beginning of this video. I'm not gonna talk about them again because I'm ready to go home. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a very Cancer thing to say. I said, listen, I'm not saying nothing else because I want to go home. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.